Hi, Reverend Paula Zabkar here from Spiritual Soul Center with a soul session. I think, and I know, that a lot of people are worried. And not just because we're in this election, whatever it is in the United States, but we tend to worry. We tend to worry. Back in 1915, a surgeon and psychologist by the name of William Sadler defined worry this way. He said it's the inability to relax our attention, the inability to relax our attention. Doesn't that feel about right about worry? Our inability to relax away from this story that we've built up in our minds. Well, fast forward to a study done at Penn State University with 29 people with generalized anxiety disorder. Actually have that as a diagnosed condition. And they were asked to write down everything they worried about. And over 1 month then, they looked at how much of that actually came true. And what they found was that 91% of whatever they worried about did not come through. And for several of the people in the study, nothing came true. And for the things that did come true, yes, they came true, but it wasn't as dire and it wasn't as awful as what they had anticipated. It actually was better. It actually was better. And it's a good reminder for us that we make up these stories, we worry about things that in most cases, and even though this study was only over 1 month period, in most times, in most cases, what we worry about doesn't come true. And if it does, it doesn't come true in the same level of worry that we put on it. Here's a quote that I came across in Mark Nepo's Book of Awakening, my daily reader, that I think applies here. He says this: confusion is the tension of trying to make sense of things too soon. Confusion is the tension of trying to make sense of things too soon. I think it also relates to worry, is that when we try to make sense of things too soon, we get out of sorts, and one of the places we go to is worry. When it's really just trying to figure things out, trying to put it in a way that we can understand it and we can accept it, but it's too soon. It's too soon for that to happen. Life takes time to live, don't you know? Life takes time to live, and we need to leave it at that. Leave it so that we can engage in life knowing that, because it's unpredictable. Life is unpredictable. Life is uncertain in so many ways. Life is hard sometimes and heartbreaking for sure. But I think if we can release this tension, release the tension of trying to understand and trying to determine what it's going to be like too soon, I think we can live more peacefully in ourselves. We can let the shoulders drop. Did you just see my shoulders drop? We can release that tension and lean in towards love and know that, you know, in those hard times, when they do come up, there's somebody to lean on. There's love around. There are people that will rush toward and help support you and help support me when that's the case. So to release worry is to stand where we are, to stand where I am, and to not make up a story about what it might be, all the what ifs of life. Because most of those things don't come true, and certainly not in the way that I thought they would. I'll leave you again with this quote from Mark Nepo that I think is so perfect, which is confusion. Maybe we even substitute worry. Worry is the tension of trying to make sense of things too soon. Worry is simply the tension of trying to make sense of things too soon. So take a deep breath, and I hope this helps you as you engage in today.